So basically, if you've been anywhere on the internet or TikTok lately, you've probably seen something about color analysis. This helps determine which colors best complement your natural skin, hair, and eye color. So you're trying to figure out what undertone that your skin has, if it's more warm or cool, and then assess the level of contrast between your skin, hair, and eye color. So basically all you have to know to get your color analysis is your eye color, hair color, and then your skin undertone. And there's also been a ton of TikTok filters that are going around to help you figure out what color you are. So these are all the different types of colors. The main categories are winter, spring, summer, and autumn. And then all of those have different subcategories within them. Basically, all of the colors you just try. Once you get your color analysis, those are the colors that you want to dress in because they're the ones that best complement you. And over the past year or so, there's been so many color analysis quizzes that have come out. And so I think it's interesting for everyone because everyone just has a different undertone or palette that helps you dress the best. Basically, my random question was color analyzing video game characters. I don't know if that's weird. I wanted to figure out if video game characters were their true color analysis. So with Mario, he has very bright blue and bright red colors that he uses. I wanted to get his skin color and eye color and then hair color. And then based off that, see if these colors are supposed to go with his complexion or whatever, or what type of color season he is. And then also based off that, change his colors to his color palette to see if it complements his face more or whatever. I'm sure that video game character designers use something like this because most characters have a color palette that goes off of what they want the character to look like. So I'm kind of thinking it will be similar, but I also would love to see the different colors that could go on him. But anyway, so we just have to figure out his skin, eyes, and hair. So how would we figure this out as we go? And I'm just going to do his nose because I feel like that's a pretty general of what his skin color is. And it's going to mess it up and change his color. But we're just going to copy this number over here. Then we're going to go back, see, paste that. So that's what his skin color is. And then we're going to figure out I think I'm going to do kind of a general eye color, right there, instead of doing his super deep blue eyes. And then one thing that's super interesting about Mario is, I didn't realize this till I was doing this, is that he has two different hair colors. So one's this dark brown or black, and then he has reddish, brown hair. And I didn't even know that. I'm surprised they just don't have it black. But I imagine why his eyebrows and mustache isn't this reddish color is because that would probably clash a lot with this red. I'm a redhead, and wearing red at all with red is always a gamble. So imagine that's why they did that, but I still don't know why they made this black. But we're going to actually do his reddish hair color instead of the black because I imagine that will give us some different colors that can match that hair color instead of just his dark brown or black hair color. So we have all of these numbers. Now we're going to go into ChatGPT. I tried to find different tests that will do video game characters because there's a lot out there for humans. But the issue is a lot of the tests, they won't recognize video game characters as having a face because obviously his mouth is just a line and then his nose is half of his face. His eyes are fine, but Mario is actually probably one of the most human cartoon video game characters, and none of the tests would recognize his face as actually a human. So what I had to do is put him in here and then figure out his exact colors so I can put it into ChatGPT so it can tell me that. Alright, so basically all we do is we just ask, can you do a color analysis with these colors, please? ? And then we just paste the colors. So it's saying the skin tone, a warm, light, peachy beige tone, which, yes, that is exactly right. A clear, cool, muted blue. And an eye color, a cool, muted blue with soft gray undertones. And then the hair color is a warm chestnut brown with reddish undertones. So it says your likely season is soft autumn or warm spring. So let's actually look those up. Soft autumn color palette. So here's kind of an example of what the soft autumn looks like and what colors would look good with that. I feel like a lot of these are more muted colors than obviously what Mario is wearing. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a couple of these colors and some colors that ChatGPT suggests, and I'm going to put them into here and make a little color palette for him, and then we're going to try out those different colors. So I'll probably do some of these greens and is that like a light purple? I think we'll do that light purple and then maybe some dark reds. I don't know. I don't feel like his skin is like this color. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like his skin is way brighter than that. Let's look up warm spring. So these colors are way brighter. So maybe I'll pick more of these. Yeah, I feel like this kind of bright undertone or lighter undertone, whatever it's called, is more of what he has. So yeah, I'm probably picking some of these pinks and yellows for him. Oh, is that like lime green? So I feel like warm spring is more probably what he is and what colors would go with him, but we're gonna try both palette and colors to actually see what they are. The soft autumn warm but muted colors, and then the best colors it says for him are earthy tones, which these are like the furthest you can get from earthy tones. It was so weird because his hair is like earth colored, but then literally everything else is just stark contrast. I guess his shoes are obviously brown and earthy colored, but muted blues and greens, soft corals and apricot, and then warm neutrals, but not stark white, like that dark white. But anyway, so the void, cool Jones like emerald or sapphire, icy pastels and pure black and white, neon or overly bright colors. It actually says to avoid that for him. So I personally think that's why they put his hair black, and I think that's why the like insides of his eyes are very deep blue so they can match kind of his overalls, and then the black brings out more like white, the white of his skin, and his eyes are obviously very white. So I think that's why this worked so well. But I am excited to try out different colors to see if they bring out just different colors in his face and skin tone and stuff. So these are the colors that I have picked out for him. I don't know the exact name of all of them. I think this one's like the salmon pink, and I think this one's like a mustard. This one's tomato red, maybe. Basically, we're going to be changing this whole fit, and so I'll do that. We're just gonna be trying out these different colors. I'm gonna start off with this salmon, which I think looks decent. I definitely think that the picture, probably because it has different saturation or contrast or whatever, makes this color look like a tiny bit different than it would just being straight up on there. But I actually think it makes it look better and work with his outfit and skin complexion. So for his overalls, let's try green.
You.
Honestly, I like it. I think it looks good. But now I need to change his shirt to the pink. Okay, there's a look for Mario. I think it looks good. And then let's try blue. Let's try blue. Oh, I really like that light blue. It's just not as like saturated with him. And I think like that just looks really good. Here's the thing. Like I think this would look so good if he was just out walking on like a regular day. But obviously because he's a video game character, he has to stand out a little bit. But just like these are good colors just for, ooh, I don't know if I like that one. For his everyday fit that maybe he'll do someday. Okay, let's try some yellow. I don't think I love the yellow. Maybe I'd love it more on his overalls, or maybe it's the blue. Let's try dark green. Wait, no, I wanted to make those dark green overalls. I like that better than the blue with the green. I don't know where he would wear this, but it still works. I think these colors, I don't know exactly what all the Super Smash Bros. Like variations are, but these colors kind of remind me of like those different variations. I hope I'm not just making like literally the same variation. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But let's try this deep red on him. Oh, I like that color. Let's change his hat. Yeah, I know that this would go. Let's do orange. I don't think I love those two colors together, but I think, oh, I really like the mustard with them. I think what it is though is like his eyes. I think everything else looks really good and all these colors look good on him, but I think just his eyes just being as blue as they are is hard like with these colors, because then like you like feel like you have to match this blue because it's so big and out there. So I think if his eyes were chiller, or if they were like just more of the light blue all around, then I think these would all look really good. Like again, like I think these look great, but they just really bring out his kind of like auburn and what it's called, just his reddish hair, and those match really well with that. But with like the black in his eyes, I don't know how well that they work, but I'm gonna try just a few more color combos with him. Interesting. I think I just like that. Or maybe that. But yeah, so that's Mario's color palette, warm, spring, and soft autumn. Kind of a mix of these colors. It's honestly, I'd say these are kind of the basic colors, and then kind of just off of these it either goes like lighter or darker off of these colors. But yeah, I think he looks good. I think if the designers were trying to do something that was more casual, then they'd pick these colors, because obviously the red and the blue is very memorable, so that's why they did it. But I would say that the red and the blue matches his black hair and very deep blue eyes, but it does not match his hair back here, or his lighter blue eyes, or just his peachy skin complexion, is my personal opinion. But yeah, so now on to Princess Peach. I'm also trying to pick the same, I think, era of Mario and Princess Peach. I don't know if it's the exact same game, but graphics seem similar, so that's good. So let's figure out her skin color and eye color. Let's see, it's too like right there. Oh, that made her dress cute. Honestly, I'm not a pro at Canva, and I don't have Canva Pro either, so this is a very DIY self-taught thing. Deb 99. That's her skin color? She definitely does not look. Well, she could be a Deb. Maybe Nintendo made a bunch of Debs and she was just number 99. And they picked eye color. Let's say it's a little bit darker up here, but I'm gonna do the lighter part. I don't want to get the black. Oh my gosh. Let's do it. Now for lovely hair that we all wish we could have. It's dark over here, but super light over here. So let's do light. Should I do in the middle? Because I don't want it to be too dark that they call it like a dirty blonde, because she is definitely not right there. Yeah, let's do. Here is all her things. So let's just put that into the chat GPT. I would say her skin is a soft light cinnamon peach tone. Interesting. I guess I could see it. Cinnamon. Where did I take? Did I take it from over here? Probably. That's like cinnamon meat. I don't even know what that was a thing, but it leans warm and light with golden undertones. Eye color light aqua blue. Yep. Hair color vibrant golden blonde. Yep. So her likely season is warm spring or light spring. So both in the spring areas. Oh, so we already had warm spring pulled up for Mario. So she again could be like any of these colors over here or like these, and that's kind of her complexion. I feel like most of the ones I see here are like redheads, at least what I'm seeing for like warm spring. I don't know how accurate that is, but so it's saying that she can do like these colors and bright and neon colors, which makes sense. So I'm probably gonna pull a majority of these ones over. Then we'll do light to spring. Light spring makes more sense. These are all blonde and very light skin tones and blue eyes. So as you can see here, a lot of these down here are peach colors and pink, and so that's like what she would be wearing. So I'll probably pull some of those. I love these kind of mint colors right here. So maybe we'll do some of those, and then yellow and the purple and blues. Yeah, so let me just pick out a couple of these colors and create kind of a palette for her based off of the light spring and warm spring. And then it says best colors for her: coral salmon, warm peach, golden yellow, light aqua turquoise and mint, warm pastels, fresh neutrals. Yeah, it says avoid cool tones, deep dusty colors like burgundy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine, whoa, her in burgundy, and that's really bad. Maybe I'll put it on her just to see how bad it looks, but I feel like, yeah, the darkness of burgundy would be really bad for that. And then no black or stark white, except her things are stark. It's a cartoon. That's why it works. So here is kind of the colors that I chose from both warm spring and light spring palette. I will say this color is burgundy because I wanted to see if it would look bad on her or if she'd look fine. Yeah, so the only color I can really change is her dress, so it's not going to be as cool as doing different color combinations with Mario. But yeah, we're just going to see what she looks the best in, because I do feel like pink looks good, but for her color complexion, maybe something else. So let's do burgundy first and make it red. So I feel like that's like burgundy or the best that we can get, because just with how this picture is, that just did not work. Honestly, I don't feel like she looks that bad, but definitely I don't feel like this color complements her. Ooh. This is like a mint color, and I actually love that color on her. That's so cute. Is Mario mint? No, he doesn't have a mint color. He'd probably look fine in mint. But if her and Mario wore like some mint colored things to a dance, that is so cute. I don't know if I've ever seen her in like a mint color. But again, it's not like a crazy standout color. I don't know, like if you're trying to do like a really popular video game, it makes sense why you would make her do bright pink, because it is more memorable than this. But I love this color on her personally. Let's try yellow. Oh, maybe. No, I just don't think that looks good. Maybe she could do it with her hair up, but with her hair down, she just looks like a yellow monster. Let's try something else. It's a lime green. I don't know if I love that either. I don't know if I love these colors on her. Maybe I won't like any of these. Like, it doesn't look bad, obviously, because she's Princess Peach, but I don't really think that color resonates with her. Like, it doesn't bring out her features, I guess, and that's what these color analysis are supposed to do. Maybe I did the wrong thing. Let's do blue. I like that one too. I'm gonna try making it like, let's see. We're gonna try making it a different color of blue. Maybe like a Cinderella blue, like that or something. Let's see. I don't love that one either. Oh, maybe let's try to match it to this. That's a good blue. This blue is too dark. I mean, obviously this blue just matches like her earrings and stuff. And I think it also goes more towards the mint. Definitely like a lighter blue, I think looks. That's what matches her color palette better. Let's try out purple. Ooh, oh. Again, I think I'm gonna try to get just a different like hue or whatever it's called for the purple for her, like that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I like the other one better. Yeah, definitely these colors that I picked out, like for her, it needs more saturation in it for it to really look good on her. I picked out a brown color, but I'm gonna change this one too because maybe my brown could look good. It's like an orange where it's just brown. Whatever, maybe an orange would look good for her. Isn't that what her sister wears though? Daisy, like orange. I actually do not like her in that orange. That clashes with her hair too much. The brown didn't look good. Red, yeah, that red looks good on her. That matches, like it almost looks like it's her peach dress with just like tints of red and stuff. So that one matches pretty well for her. I feel like there has to be a game where she probably has a red dress in, but now just do this dark blue. I don't like that one either. I liked the one blue that I did. Well, this mint one is the overall winner for me and just fits her the best. I'd love to see her or Nintendo have her in something mint like this. Like the pink does match her very well. But again, it's like this is like something that she would wear to not stand out as much, but to just fit like her collection better. Okay. Now we're going to do Luigi, finding the most basic picture of him so we can get his best features, make generic. Okay, so the skin, I imagine would be the same as Mario's. They're pretty close to his. Okay, eye color looks like he has around the same as Mario. I don't know. We'll compare them in a second. And oh, I didn't. And then it actually looks like he has the same thing as Mario, where he has dark brown hair, but then he has the reddish hair at the back. So I wonder if his color palette is going to be this, like, around the same as what Mario's is. But again, it's interesting that they did that for Luigi, and they didn't just make all his hair black. I wonder if, like, all of his hair black just makes, like, the character's face too dark or something, and that's why they wanted to put like lighter stuff in there. I would say Luigi's like mustache is lighter than, well, it looks lighter than what Mario's is. It looks more of like an actually just dark brown, but okay. Let us put these into ChatGPT. I forgot to compare them to Mario's. Okay, so he is like that. So they're not exactly the same. So we'll see kind of things we get. Okay, skin tone, a very light creamy beige with warm golden undertones. Sounds good to me. Eye color, medium cool blue with soft gray undertone. I think that's kind of the same that was with Mario. And hair color, a warm reddish brown, which was the same as Mario. So again, they're saying it's likely a soft autumn or warm spring crossover. Our warm spring that all of these characters have in common, which honestly doesn't surprise me because especially this color palette that we've looked at like 3 times now, these are just the very bright colors that you see in Mario video games. And so that doesn't super surprise me that those are the things that are coming up and are used. And it looks like this green right here is like the same one that's on him. So that makes sense. We'll pull some of these colors. And then soft autumn, which I think is what Wait, was that the same one as Mario? Yep, Mario also is soft autumn. I'm assuming that's because of their hair color. Okay, so maybe... I don't think I want to do these exact same colors that I did on Mario on Luigi. So we're gonna pull different colors for Luigi to try out some warm spring and soft colors to see what we can get to look good on Luigi. So here's the colors that I picked out between warm spring and soft autumn. Honestly, I don't love these colors already looking at them. I tried to pick ones that weren't exactly like Mario's, but since they're in the same color palette, they kind of just seem the same. But I'm gonna hopefully come up with something different for him outfit-wise than what we saw up here. Oh, well, I don't think that green looks amazing, but let's try changing the different green on him. That works. I can see those two colors working together. Again, I don't think they match super well with his eyes, but I think those colors work on him. In my opinion, these colors work for maybe like their everyday needs. But like I think with Mario and Luigi, it both said to avoid like neon colors, which is like basically what they wear. Ooh, I like that color combo too. Kind of orange, peachy something. Let's try that with a different overall color. That's the overall color change. That looks like he's actually going to work as a plumber. Okay, so I like the overalls in that color. What? I think that might be my favorite one for him because I really feel like this orange peachy color looks really, really good with his eyes. And the blue, it doesn't super match, but I feel like it goes with the kind of cooler tones in his eyes. Yeah, so I like this outfit for him, but let's try, if we do this one. Okay, that color, well, it's not the same. His is way more purpley and this one's more of a red. Let's do this white-ish color. I guess it's like a yellow, light mustard yellow thing. I like that one too. I think I want to pick a different overall color though. Maybe don't like that one. Like that one. That one looks good. Okay. No, that one's really red on the overalls. And we have pink. Those two look good. Okay, now I want to try pink. One is going to be brown looks good. That blue one might look the best. Yeah, that green one does not look good. Okay, and then we'll do nice. I really like that one too. I think that one looks good. But overall, between these three, I think the color palettes do work with obviously the colors that they already have as video game characters, or else they wouldn't release them. But I think all of these colors and the color analysis are really good if they were actual people trying to find colors to fit in and didn't just want to wear their bright neon every single day. But I do think that it's interesting but not surprising that they are all kind of around the same, like they all have warm spring in common, but Princess Peach just has the light spring part of it too. So imagine the warm spring comes from their eyes, skin tone.